So, looks like the demand was real. I didn't think that, I thought that the cooking videos would have definitely been too much, but the comments, the shares, the DMs, thank you so much. That is why I am here, and IGTV gives me only 15 minutes, so we're gonna call this Chef RD Pantry Raid in 15 minutes. I'm gonna give you a delicious meal out of my pantry, and I believe that you can do this at home. It's super simple, and it's going to be fast. Somebody actually mentioned do something with clams. So I actually have clams in my refrigerator. We made something yesterday and I had some left over. So I'm gonna make one of my favorite dishes of all time, linguine and clams. Now, at the restaurant, we make fresh pasta. But when I worked in southern Italy 2 years ago for a few weeks at a restaurant in the Amalfi Coast, they were very adamant about using dried pasta. I know, it looks like a bat, but this is actually spaghetti longhi, dry, from the company's called Garofalo. I really enjoy using this company for dried pasta. So we're gonna take some of this and we're gonna drop it right into the water immediately. And we'll let that kind of fall in as it gets soft. And we're gonna make the sauce. The sauce is super easy. It's only a few ingredients, but I like to twist it up a little bit. I'm not about making it super authentic, but all the flavors of the authenticity will be there. Some of the ingredients I have: onions and jalapenos. Typically they'll use red pepper flakes. I have some beautiful olive oil here. A little plug to our friends at 𝚏𝚒𝚗𝚒𝚑. This olive oil is absolutely delicious. So we're gonna put some olive oil in a pan that's been heating up, okay? And we're gonna throw the diced onions, Vidalia, because they're sweeter, the jalapeno, and we're gonna season with some salt, all right? The salt is going to bring out the moisture. I do not want these onions to caramelize. I want them to sweat, okay? So, while this is sweating, all right, by the way, before I move on, the salt was also another plug from my friend Anthony Giglio, Super Salt, his side gig. Check it out. It's amazing. I love you. I've been using it ever since he's given it to me. So moving on, we have our onions sweating out and our jalapenos sweating. We're going to add some garlic in about 30 seconds, all right? And what we want to do is we're bringing out the natural sugars. This is what's going to make the onions nice and sweet, all right? What I want to do with this garlic clove is use a microplane, okay? And we're just going to 2 garlic cloves, all right? And we're gonna stir that up. We want those onions to get nice and translucent, all right? And we want that garlic to get nice and toasty. Now, with the spaghetti, now that it's in, you want to stir it up, okay? Make sure that none of the pasta is sticking together, all right? That's super important. All right, so now we have our onions, we have our jalapenos, we have our garlic. I'm gonna add a little tomato. Now, I'm a linguine and white clam sauce guy, but I do like a little acidity of a tomato. So it's kind of like a play on linguine and red clam sauce, but I don't use any canned. I use fresh tomatoes. These were finely diced. So I'm gonna throw those in. We're gonna get those cooking a little bit as well. As I've been throwing plugs out to my friends, these beautiful Giorno Pandolfi condiment bowls have been amazing for my cooking. Unfortunately, I only have 3, so the rest is in my kids' bowls. Whatever, that's the way we make it work, all right? So my onions are getting nice and translucent. My pasta is cooking, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to deglaze with white wine. All right, now I have an Albarino. You just need to deglaze with a dry white wine, okay? So we're going to deglaze with the white wine. And then we're going to pour ourselves a glass, all right? This Albarino will go perfect with this linguine and clams. Okay, so we have our white wine in there. We're going to put our clams in as well, all right? And we're going to throw our top on. So what we're doing now is we're steaming the clams with all the flavors. We have that beautiful sweet onion. We have the jalapeno. It's going to add a little bit of spice. The garlic, obviously, will add a beautiful amount of earthiness. The white wine will be the acidity, including the diced tomatoes. And basically, we have to wait for those clams to open. When those clams open, they're going to release their juices. Now, I seasoned it a little bit in the beginning, but after these clams open, I'm going to taste it again. And the reason why you want to taste it again is because clams can have a little ocean flavor to them that can season it and have that a little more saltiness to it. So you want to make sure that you do that. We have the linguine cooking. It's a few minutes away. And we have our clams working in the pot. Now, again, I'm not super authentic. I'm not a traditionalist. I like to put my own twist into it, and typically they'll throw some fresh parsley in there. I want to make this dish super vibrant. And again, this is what was in my pantry. So I'm showing you guys how to make the dish super vibrant and super delicious. And again, under 15 minutes. So what I have here is parsley, mint, and basil. And just a few sprigs of each. And then I just I tore them up so that I could release their natural oils. All right. That's going to get thrown in once the clams start to open. Okay. So I also have a lemon. Lemon we're going to put in at the end. That's going to make it super vibrant as well. All right. So these clams are starting to open. Just want to show you. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. All right. So, and then I'm going to finish it with a little Parmesan. Now I know, you're not supposed to put cheese with seafood, but again, I like to change things up. I like to finish it with a little cheese, melt it right in, toss this pasta in with it to help cream up the sauce a little bit. All right, so you have the cheese and you have the starches that come out from the pasta, and that will help it get nice and creamy. Once you toss the pasta in. All right. So I'm going to taste this. Yeah, I don't need any more salt in here. But what I do want to add, even though it's got that spice, I love putting a little fresh cracked black pepper. Just a touch. All right. Now, I have a mixed pepper. It's black peppercorns, dried green, white peppercorns, and pink peppercorns. It's a mix that I bought. I love it. It adds a little different tones into your dishes than straight black peppercorn. So it's a little trick that you got right there. Let's check the pasta and see where we're at with that. Almost there. So, what we're going to do, I got my bowl right here. I'm going to take my clams. I'm going to put them around in a circle. Okay. Let's set aside the clams that didn't open. I'm going to add some more olive oil because I always like to finish with some beautiful olive oil. Start with olive oil, finish with olive oil. We're going to throw in our herbs, right? Remember we talked about those herbs. We have parsley, mint, and basil. You can use whatever you want in your fridge. Parsley is the traditional way. And then we're going to add a little bit of pasta water. And then we're going to get our pasta out. All right. So the pasta is nice and al dente, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish cooking it right in here. Now, the lemon. Remember I said I had a lemon? So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of lemon zest. That's going to make the dish really bright and vibrant. And then we're going to take just a little bit, get those seeds out, a little bit of juice right in. That'll brighten it up. Okay. And then, remember we talked about the cheese. Listen, if you don't like the cheese, I get it, not a big deal. This is the way I want to do it, and this is the way I love it. So, we're just going to microplane, just a couple tablespoons, and then we take our tongs, stir it in, just like that. Shut off our heat. Take our tongs. Now, let's make some room. And we're going to take our pan with a towel over here. And we take our ladle. Little trick. Put it in your ladle. Spin it up into a circle. Take that. Put it right in the center. Your sauce, some pasta water, right over the top. Another parsley on top. Finish with some more olive oil, because I'm a big fan of olive oil. And that is your dish. We did that in like 11 minutes, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And this is just the beginning of the videos. It's a test. So tell me what you think. Make a comment, share it, and make some suggestions of stuff that you'd like to see. I hope you enjoyed it. That's it. Peace.